Hello and welcome to DVxUI. Today in this video we are going to be designing this simple yet very useful and very beautiful hero section in Figma. So let's get started. Well, before starting the designing part, it is important to understand what we have been given on this screen. So this is just a regular Figma file, and as you can see, this file is named as YouTube design. And then you have the pages. Under pages, I have these 3 pages. Currently I'm working on the YouTube, that's why it is highlighted. And then over here you will see we have layers, and under layers you will find I have only one layer currently, which is resources. So let's see what are the resources that we are going to use while designing this website. So just double click on this grid icon and you will go to the resources frame. So these are the pictures and the colors that we are going to be using while designing the actual hero section. Now a lot of you ask me from where I get these pictures, so let me show you. So what I do is I just open a new tab and here I will type pinterest.com, and Pinterest is a great resource to find the pictures, the graphics and all the other things that you required while designing. But make sure to use the copyright free content. And now here in the search, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type aesthetic flowers. And now I have all these examples, and among them I can select, let's say, this one. And now you will see I will get the similar kind of the pictures which I have on the resources. So this is how you can find your resources for your design. And now let's move forward with the introduction of this screen. So now over here you will see a black shadowed box. Well, what this does is whenever I press a shortcut, let's say Ctrl A, which is for the selection of all, it says it aloud. So if I press a shortcut, it will say it aloud. This is the only function of this black box. In this way, whenever I'm using a new shortcut, you will know that what shortcuts I'm using. And now, as soon as this resources frame got selected, let me deselect it and then select again, you will see some options have appeared over here. Now these options are used to control the appearance of this frame. So suppose if we want to provide some corner radius to this frame, currently it is very sharp. So let's select it and provide a corner radius of, let's say, 80. So you will see a corner radius of 80 had been provided and the appearance has changed. So this is the only function of the right panel. It used to control the appearance of the selected element. Well, I think this is enough for the introduction. And let's now start designing the hero section. So to design our hero section, first of all, we need a frame. So to get a frame, what you can do is you have two options. First one is to go here and select this grid option, and then go here and select a desktop. And now the second option is, let me delete this first. And the second option is, if you press F on your keyboard, this is a shortcut for the frame. And from here we can select the desktop because this is what we are going to be using. And now if you see, this desktop frame is quite small. We need it to make it large. So how to do it? Well, this is not small, but we have been zoomed out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in this grid icon and double click it. And this will zoom it to perfect. And now this is perfect and we can start the designing process. So let's start working with the hero section. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this frame and here in the layout grid, enable it. Then from the grid, switch to columns, and in the count, provide 12 and margin is going to be 100. And now you will see some red bars have appeared over here. Well, these bars are nothing but the guide that are going to help us throughout the designing process. so that we don't miss the alignment and we design it to the perfect. And you can also remove it if you want. So for the removal, you need to select the frame again, go here and click on this eye icon to hide it. So this has been hidden, but currently I want to show it because I want to be aligned. And now let's start with the header first. So for the header part, what I'm going to do is we need three things. So the first thing is the site name, the second thing is the nav links, and the third thing is a button. So we need to place these three elements on the header. So let's start working with the first thing, which is the site name. So let's zoom in over here because the site name is going to be here. So to design the site name, we need a text element. So to get a text element, you can press T on your keyboard and drop a text element something like this. And here I will type jungle. And as you can see, a default font has been selected, which you can see from here. It is Play Fair Display and it is currently semi-bold. The size is 24, which we need to change to 28. Let me select it again and change it to 28. Now I'm going to make a copy of it, put it over here, and here I'm going to write trip with a dot. Now select it, change the font family to outfit, font size to 24, and the color is also going to be changed, which is going to be 1B, which is a different variant of black. Now select this jungle once again, change the color to the primary color. Now I will select it and place it over here something like this. Now select both and put them in a group. And here I can rename this group to logo. So this is done. Now place it over here randomly. And now we need to work with the nav links, which are going to be here at the very center. So for that, let's first zoom into the center and take a text and write here home, copy paste it, then travels, then copy paste again and write about, copy paste, and for the last one it is going to be contact. Now we will select all these four and change the font size to 22 with medium font weight, and the fill color is going to be 1B, and I will select them once again and put them in auto layout so that they can be aligned well. So this is from where you can put them in auto layout. So now they are inside this auto layout and the gap between them is about 46, which you can see from here. But we need a gap of 75. So put it something like this. And now I will take it and push it a bit up. Now let's see how it looks. So yeah, definitely it is misaligned. I'm going to go to this alignment and align this horizontally at the center. So this is done. Let me push it up more. So yeah, this is done. But if a user lands on this site, he might get confused that what page he is on. So we need to highlight this home some way. So what else we can do is we can select rest of these three and provide an opacity of 60% so that only home will be highlighted. So I think the nav links is also done. Let's move to the next part of this header, which is a button. So take a text again and write here register, select it, medium is good, font size is going to be 20, the color is going to be primary, and now right click and provide auto layout. I know the auto layout is not visible, so let me select it once again and provide a stroke so that we can see the auto layout. Now for the horizontal padding, which can be controlled from here, I'm going to put 26, and for the vertical padding it is going to be 12. The color of this border is also going to be changed, which is going to be of the 30% opacity. So yeah, now it looks like a button. And let me see. Now what I will do is I will select all these three and put them in auto layout to align them perfectly. So now if you see, there is a very minor misalignment. Let me zoom in. So these nav links are little bit left aligned. It is because the size of this button is currently 126 in the width, but the size of this logo is just 80. So we need to make it same as this button so that they occupy the same space. So I will go here and I will make it 126. I will select it because it has moved. Place it here once again. And yeah, now this is good. Now I will select this complete and put them in the middle. I guess the gap between them is quite large. So from here I will make it 330 or maybe 320. 320 is still very large, so let's make it 300. Yeah, 300 is good. Let me place it in the middle once again, so it is in the middle. Now zoom out and take a look. So yeah, this definitely looks good. What else we can do is we can start working with the rest of the part of this hero section, which is applying the pictures first. So here in the resources, I will copy this picture, go to my desktop again and place it. I will align it at the middle by using this vertical centers tool, and then I will right align it using this align right tool. And as you might have noticed, the nav links and the button has been hidden. This is because this image has a white background. Let me show you. So as you can see, let me put it over here. This image has this white background. So we need to eliminate this somehow. So let me just go back. And now here what I'm going to do is, while selecting this picture, I'm going to right click and then send to back. And now this picture is at the back and these are at the top. This is why these are visible. So this is great. Now what we need to do is we need to work with the hero text. So for the hero text, we need a text. So take a text, put it over here and write explore with a dot. Select it, change the font size to 60 of semi-bold, change the font family to play fair display, and from here semi-bold italic, and now we will provide it some auto layout. 10 by 10 padding is good. Now let's fill it with the primary color, and now this black color does not look quite right, so we will provide a white color. So yeah, this is great. Now let me align it over here, something like this. So now as you can see, these bars are helping in the alignment. So I will place it over here. Yeah, this is good. Now take a text again, and here I'm going to write beauty in wilderness and a dot. Now let me select this much of the text, change the font family to outfit. The font weight is going to be regular, and this font is going to be of different color, which is the primary color, so that it stands out. So yeah, this is great. And the font size of the complete text is going to be 78. And now I will put it over here, something like this. Make sure the alignment is correct. And yeah, this is done. Now we need a description of this website over here. So for that, I will go to a website called loremipsum.io. Then copy this much of the text, go to design again, take a text and put it over here. Now select it, change the font family to outfit, change the font size to 22 with regular font weight. And the fill color is going to be black but with 60% of the opacity. Now let me put it over here and then reduce down the width. So yeah, this is great. Now we need two buttons over here. So to design a button, what we need to do is we need to take a text and here we need to write book trip, select it. Font size is going to be 20 with medium, and let me zoom in over here so that we can see it better. Now let's provide auto layout once again. The padding in the horizontal is going to be 24, in the vertical it is going to be 14, and fill it with the primary color because it is a primary button. The font color is going to be white. Let me tell you one shortcut. So you can write just white over here and it will take the hex code of the white color. So this is Figma intelligence. Now let me put it over here, something like this. Make sure it is completely aligned. Copy paste this button because we need a secondary button. And for this one, I'm going to remove the fill. Instead, I'm going to provide a stroke with black color and 30% of its opacity. The font color is currently white, that is why it is not visible. So I will change it to the primary color. And this will be changed to planner. So yeah, this is great. Let me see. So yeah, this is great. I can increase some of the gap. Yeah, this looks great. So now a basic part of this website is done, but as you can see, this part looks quite empty, so we need to utilize it. And we can also do something for the decoration. So let's utilize this part first and then we will handle the decoration part. So for that, what I will do is I will make some more room over here by selecting all these and putting them a bit up. So now we have a lot of room over here. Now here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a frame, drop it over here, and let me fill it with the color so that you can see it. And the dimension is going to be 60 by 60. So clip it so that if you change height, the width will be changed. So 60 by 60. And the corner radius is also going to be 60. So in this way, you will make a circle out of a frame. So now this is great. What we need to do is we need to add a picture inside this. So for the real person picture, what we need to do is we need to go to a website called pixels.com, and here we will search for a person and we can select one of them. So I think we can use this one. So I think we already had this one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click and copy the image, go to my design, select this frame and paste the image. And since the picture is very large, a very small part of it is visible. So I will reduce down some of the size while holding Alt and Shift. So yeah, this is great. And now I will align it. Yeah, this is great. And now select it, provide it a stroke of the primary color, with the weight of 2. Now select it, copy paste 2 times. Now select all of them, put them in auto layout, but this time the gap between them is going to be minus 32 so that they will be stacked over each other. So yeah, this is great. And now I will place it over here, something like this, and take a text element once again and write 1000 plus. Select it, change the font size to 21, font family to outfit with medium font weight. Select it once again and copy paste, and here I'm going to write positive reviews. Select it, change the font weight to light, font size is going to be 21, which is good, and the color of both of these text is going to be the primary color, and they are also going to be in the auto layout with the gap of -1. Now select this text and these pictures, put them in auto layout, change the gap to 24 or maybe 18. Yeah, 18 is good. And now let's see. So yeah, as you can see, this space has been utilized very well. I can put it a bit down, and now this part is still empty. So for that we have a picture. So go to resources, select this picture, copy it, go to desktop and place it over here. Now I'm going to use this alignment tool to align it perfectly. First of all, I want to left align it, and then I want to align it at the bottom. So now as you can see, this has been aligned perfectly, but again the content has been hidden. So right click and send to back. So yeah, as you can see, this looks quite great, but there is one part that is missing. Let me show you why. So I will select this first, remove the layout grid, and as you can see, this website looks a kind of whitish. I don't want it to have this look. Let's make it even more interesting. So for that, what we are going to do is, we are going to take a circle, drop it over here, and change the dimension to 1020. Put it over here, something like this, and change the color to this color, which is a kind of a warm color. So it's a shade of yellow. And now I will provide it a gradient. And in the gradient, I want to provide radial gradient. Now these two colors are different. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select this lighter shade and replace this dark shade and provide this an opacity of 0%. So now this is great. And now I will put it back, and you will see the effect has gone because this picture is at the top and the circle is at the bottom. So we need to select this picture and put it at the top of these two pictures, which are these two. So now the effect is visible. I will select it, make a copy of it, place it over here, something like this, and then in the colors, I'm going to change it to this warm blue color. And let me do the copy paste again. So this color has been changed, and now as you can see, a very light effect of these two colors have been created, which is enhancing the overall look of this website, which I exactly wanted to do with this one. Now you need to click on the canvas, go to show hide UI, and let me press F11, and now you can see the complete design you and I have done. I hope this one was a great learning, and I want you to design this on your Figma. And do let me know in my Telegram channel. Yes, we have a Telegram channel where you can send your design and get reviewed by the designers. So if you want to share your design, you want to see others' design, you can join our Telegram group. I'll be waiting for you for your version of this design. We will meet in the next one.